the This Week in Astrology video forecast. This is episode number 54 for the first half of October 2015. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Benjamin Bernstein of astroshaman.com, coming to you from Asheville, North Carolina. I'm an astrologer, shamanic healer, and awakening activator, and it's my pleasure to bring you these semi-monthly astrology forecasts. What's new this time? There's lots of astrological juju in the first half of October. Mercury retrograde ends and a Jupiter-Pluto trine offers prosperity. And a Libra new moon aligns with a Sun-Uranus-Pluto T-square that wants to rock your world. We also have 6 other aspect patterns offering an abundance of energetic opportunities. So let's look at our individual days of the forecast. On Thursday, October 1st, why take immediate action on your intuitive flashes with Mars-Saturn-Uranus? That's Mars 4 Virgo and Uranus 19 Aries. Well, it minimizes the odds of this minor hard aspect manifesting as accidents and unexpected anger or violence. With Mars in Virgo, new inspiration regarding health or win-win service may also pop in. Also on Thursday, October 1st, a short-lived Thor's hammer fires up today, featuring Mars and Saturn directing their attention toward Uranus. This aspect pattern can be used to apply consistent effort toward blooming into the authentic human being you incarnated to be. This can include Uranus's highest expression, serving the collective with the special talents you most enjoy using. This Mars-Saturn-Uranus Thor's hammer starts today, peaks on October 2nd, and wraps on October 4th. Not very much duration there, so make hay while the sun shines. On Friday, October 2nd, the Thor's hammer that started yesterday peaks today. On Saturday, October 3rd, the waning Uranus-Pluto square, the decade's most potent astrological event, gets reactivated by T-squares 3 times in October. We'll be talking about 2 of those instances in this forecast. First up is a Sun-Uranus-Pluto T-square starting today, peaking on October 9th and ending on October 13th. Opening to rapid personal transformation under this aspect pattern can be exhilarating and positively life-changing. Just make sure you're strapped securely into your roller coaster. With the Sun in Libra, relationships and creativity are invited to take a quantum leap. Your experiences in relating and creating might be flowing or challenging. Either way, what would it take to catapult them to the next level? If the situation holds significant challenges and improvement seems unlikely, is it time to release a disharmonious situation and move on? We're shooting blanks on Sunday, October 4th and Monday, October 5th, astrological speaking. No major aspects, but we resume our aspect starting on Tuesday, October 6th. Today's Sun-Pluto square, Sun 13 Libra, Pluto 13 Capricorn, is part of the current Sun-Uranus-Pluto T-square. Also on Tuesday, October 6th, harmonious, productive communications are supported by Mercury sextile Saturn. That's Mercury to Libra, Saturn to Sagittarius. This aspect also supports industrious artistic productivity in whatever creative medium you prefer. And on Tuesday, October 6th, Neptune makes 2 aspects today. First up, if you're experiencing confusion, murkiness, or vagueness in your committed partnerships, it could be a Neptune-Juno quincunx. That's Neptune at 7 Pisces, Juno at 7 Libra. Make better use of this aspect by visualizing your key relationships functioning optimally. Neptune rules visualization, and you can help make what you imagine real. Also, Tuesday, October 6th, Neptune's second aspect of the day is a Mars-Neptune opposition. That's Mars 7 Virgo, Neptune 7 Pisces. Challenging manifestations include misguided fanatical action and listlessness. Happier outcomes are more likely if you focus on sacred sexuality, take strong action to bring your visions into being, and allow intuition to direct your actions. On Wednesday, October 7th, law of attraction work, especially in the areas of relationship and creativity, is energized by a Venus-Saturn-Neptune T-square. This challenge for growth aspect pattern starts today, peaks on October 14, and ends on October 19. So, things to think about with law of attraction. What's your ideal vision of your most important relationships? What relationships do you want to engage in that you haven't yet? What creative vision are you excited to express into the world? Can you imagine that vision already born into the world and bringing pleasure to those who experience it? With Venus in Virgo during this T-square, other archetypal possibilities emerge. What service do you feel called to give to the world? Can you imagine yourself in optimal health? And what organizational structure would best support your life calling? Some of these archetypal possibilities will resonate more for you than others. Those are the ones you should dive into while this Venus-Neptune-Saturn T-square is active through October 19th. And let me mention, in terms of law of attraction, I have a super simple little bullet point article about how to use law of attraction on my site, astroshaman.com. And if you'll just go to the search box in the upper right corner and type law of attraction, you'll see the article come up. The illustration is a guy with a magnet in his head attracting what he's thinking about. On Thursday, October 8th, Venus transits Virgo today through November 8th. This empowers harmonious service, meticulously crafted artistry, and working in partnership to achieve optimal health. On Friday, October 9th, Mercury, retrograde since September 17, turns direct today at 10:58 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 0 degrees 53 minutes Libra. Perhaps you've gained some new insights into how you can more effectively relate and create as Mercury has backpedaled through Libra. If so, Mercury's direct station opens the door for you to start making the appropriate changes. Also, on Friday, October 9th, the Sun-Uranus-Pluto T-square that started on October 3rd peaks today and ends on October 13th. And again, we've discussed that already in this forecast. Additionally, on Friday, October 9th, it can be challenging to fly your freak flag by yourself, but the Thor's hammer that begins today suggests that creating a strong yet dynamic social foundation with those of like mind, Venus square Saturn on the back end, can help support you as you express yourself boldly and uniquely into the world. That's Uranus at the tip, sesquare Venus and Saturn. This Venus-Saturn-Uranus Thor's hammer begins today, peaks on October 12th, and ends on October 14th. On Saturday, October 10th, a Venus-Saturn square, Venus 2 degrees Virgo, Saturn 2 Sag, can bring relationship challenge and artistic restriction. But why settle for that when this aspect can support creative productivity, the building of new relational structures, and efficient, harmonious service? This Venus-Saturn square is also part of the Thor's hammer aspect pattern that started yesterday. On Sunday, October 11th, if you're in an awkward situation, perhaps some healing or mentoring will help. So says a Sun-Chiron quincunx, Sun 18 Libra, Chiron 18 Pisces. With the Sun in Libra, these awkward spots may show up in the areas of relationship and creativity. This aspect can also support your ability to heal or mentor others. Also, on Sunday, October 11th, what's one thing Bill Gates and Warren Buffett have in common? Jupiter and Pluto connecting strongly in their natal charts. What else do they have in common? They're rich! These two billionaires benefit from natal Jupiter-Pluto conjunctions, but all of us can increase our prosperity under a Jupiter-Pluto trine. This harmonious aspect came into orb on September 3rd, peaks today, and moves out of orb on December 19th. In this context, Pluto represents massive wealth, and Jupiter represents luck and expansion. Of course, prosperity is not limited to money. With Jupiter in Virgo, abundance can show up as good health or the soul-deep satisfaction of appropriate service to others. A Jupiter-Pluto trine can also amplify sacred sexuality, deep transformation, and occult practices such as astrology, numerology, mediumship, psychic perception, and shamanism. Also, on a busy Sunday, October 11th, a Sun-Uranus opposition, Sun 18.5 Libra and Uranus 18.5 Aries, is a great time to let your true individuality shine forth into the world. Intuitive flashes can also pop in more often. Trust them because they're like text messages from God. With the Sun in Libra, it can be a good time for joy-magnifying paradigm shifts in your relationships and creative expression. On Monday, October 12th, October's new moon lines up at 8:06 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time in Libra at 19 degrees 20 minutes. Any new moon in Libra is great for putting new energy into relationships and creative expression. It's also a great time to put more energy into anything you love. This new moon's aspects are a big deal. The hands-down winner for strongest aspect to the conjoined moon and sun is a very tight opposition from Uranus. Unavoidably, I'll be repeating some of the points I made from yesterday's interpretation about the Sun-Uranus opposition, by the way. This can be a great time to let your freak flag fly, even if that means disappointing some people who love you. It often does. Uranus will be strongly transmitting intuitive flashes during this new moon period. These are often called gut feelings. Certainty is strong, but this powerful feeling may not be supported by rationality or logic. Intuition doesn't explain itself, it just shows you what to do. Every client I've ever asked, and I've asked hundreds, has confirmed that they get better outcomes when they follow rather than override their intuitive inner guidance. The third and highest use of Uranus energy to serve the collective with your special gifts and talents. The highest level of service is rewarding, fulfilling, and joyful. You're doing something you truly love and feel that you're being abundantly rewarded for your contribution. But enough about Uranus on its own. Pluto is also in the game, forming a T-square with the Sun, Moon, and Uranus. This adds the themes of transformation, the potentially life-transforming kind. Pluto and Uranus in combination can catalyze big change really rapidly. Everyone I know is feeling tremendous intensity in their lives. We're all being asked to shed the heavy, dense energies that no longer serve us, as we do the lighter energies of ease, harmony, and grace naturally flow in to replace them. The extraordinary evolutionary transformation we're all being asked to embody is undeniably challenging for many of us. But the rewards of successfully doing so are levels of bliss and ecstasy that defy description. They're so yummy. The only way out is through. When you're going through hell, keep going. The new moon's T-square with Uranus and Pluto will ratchet this transformational energy up even higher. If you're suffering, it may be because you're still clinging to something that you'd be better off releasing. Some people may feel as if they only have two choices, wake up or go crazy. I personally recommend waking up. There's many beautiful paths that can help you accomplish this. The invocation process I offer is free and simple and has helped hundreds of people embody the blissful flow of awakened consciousness as they go through their daily lives. To learn more about that, go to astroshaman.com, and on the home page at the top of the sidebar on the right, you'll see a little purple banner, Heal and Awaken Invocations. And you click it, and it takes you to a page with a few blog posts. They contain information and audios of me leading the process, and all of it is absolutely free to check out. Okay, so let's go to the next aspect pattern, a Chiron quincunx. As if all this Uranus-Pluto action wasn't enough, we got that too. This can catalyze wounding experiences whose higher purpose is to bring shadow material from the unconscious to be released. My healing invocation has helped many people clear challenging emotions as they arise, and that's in that section of blogs with the other invocation articles that I just told you about. This new moon's Sabian symbol is a Jewish rabbi in a tiny room full of manuscripts and books performing his duty. To me, this image holds possibilities on both sides of the spectrum. On the low side, it's a warning not to let your worldview shrink, that's the tiny room, into a rigid, restricted view of reality. There's much wisdom to be gained from the traditions and teachings of venerable paths such as Judaism. At the same time, great flexibility and open-mindedness is required to thrive in the rapidly changing world we live in now. Performing his duty is also an interesting phrase. While emotionally ambiguous, to me it carries a dour sense of slogging through burdensome chores. To revisit a point I made earlier in this new moon interpretation, service is optimally as joyful for the giver as it is helpful for the receiver. I hope this rabbi is having a wonderful time with his manuscripts and books. If not, I would ask him and you how you can bring more joy and enthusiasm to your professional and personal responsibilities. Hint, maintaining an awakened state in daily life makes everything more fun. Also, a little grace note on Monday, October 12th, the Venus-Saturn-Uranus Thor's hammer that started on October 9th peaks today and ends on October 14th. On Tuesday, October 13th, practical communication, whether in your personal or professional environments, is harmoniously supported with Mercury sextile Saturn. Mercury to Libra, Saturn to Sagittarius. This is also a fortuitous aspect for salespeople. This is a great time to initiate whatever communications are necessary to take care of business. On Wednesday, October 14th, the Venus-Saturn-Neptune T-square that started on October 7th peaks today and ends on October 19th. And also here on Wednesday, October 14th, the second of October's 3 T-squares involving Uranus and Pluto fires up today. This Juno-Uranus-Pluto T-square begins today, peaks on October 28th, and ends on November 11th. One way to look at Juno is that she represents committed romantic partnership, since Juno was the wife of Zeus in Greek mythology. But I've found that Juno more broadly represents all committed partnerships, be they personal or professional. So, during this 4-week period, pay attention to those committed partnerships that are most important in your life right now. If they're already purring along, is there some shift you can make to take them to the next level? If there's significant challenge, is there a new approach you can take to harmonize your connection? Or if things spiral down so far that releasing the person from your life is the best choice. Remember Pluto's message, clinging to that which has outlived its usefulness generates suffering. And Uranus is always there to guide you with intuitive flashes, especially if you make quiet space to receive them. Thursday, October 15th, get ready to rev things up with Mars trine Pluto. This harmonious aspect can help create a smooth experience of transformative action, sacred sexuality, and potent leadership. With Mars in Virgo, plenty of juices available for health improvement, service, and detail work. And today, here on Thursday, October 15, we also have a stellium with Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, our final aspect pattern for the first half of October. Stellium just means they're all cuddled up together in conjunction. Again, Jupiter, Venus, Mars, all in Virgo. Venus and Mars have 3 lovely ways of interacting: the desire to relate, creative expression, and sexual connection. Jupiter's expansive influence makes all these impulses even stronger. Adding Virgo's influence, you could use the stellium to fine-tune your creative skills, receive or offer sexual healing, or study harmonious relating practices such as NVC, that's nonviolent communication. This Venus-Mars-Jupiter stellium comes into orb today on the 15th, peaks on October 28th, and ends on November 3rd. What's up next time? We'll get to that in just a moment. But I want to tell you, I'm so excited. On Wednesday, October 14th, I will launch an extraordinary subscription service. It will feature a variety of live phone and webinar events to support your personal journey of healing and spiritual awakening. Most of the events will focus on heal and awaken invocations, shamanic ceremony, and astrology, individually or in combination. I'm still finalizing the details, so watch for a special edition of my email newsletter in the next few days. It'll tell you how you can save money by pre-registering for this brand new service. As with all Astro Shaman services, satisfaction guaranteed or it's free. If you don't already receive my email newsletter, sign up now on the homepage sidebar of astroshaman.com. Now, as far as other announcements, everything I'm about to tell you is detailed on the homepage of astroshaman.com. Scroll down slightly to the What's New section. On Tuesday, October 6th, 8 to 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern, I'm interviewed on Project Bring Me to Life's web TV show, and there will be live chat during that broadcast. I'll do walk-up astrology, shamanic healing, and awakening activation October 16 through 18 at the Fall Leaf Festival near Asheville. I'll also lead a shamanic awakening ceremony there on Saturday morning. And I'm going to be on my first teleseminar. It's called Jazz Up Your Life with Judy, Breakthrough to Your Greatest Health, Wealth, and Happiness. That's going to be Thursday, October 22nd, 2 to 3:30 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. My topic will be Awaken Now, Live in Harmony, Grace, and Synchronicity using simple, effective invocations. I'll discuss my Heal and Awaken invocations. We'll lead listeners through a complete invocation cycle live on the show. Jazz Up Your Life with Judy features interviews with top transformational experts, and the new season started just on September 14th. You can experience life-changing processes, meditations, and potent activations. There's a link on my homepage for free access and special gifts if you're interested in all that. And on Friday, October 23rd, 7 to 9 p.m., I present my 2016 astrology forecast for the Asheville Friends of Astrology. Audience insights welcome. It'll be at Earth Fair Westgate in Asheville, North Carolina by Love Offering. There's more stuff after October, but you can check out astroshaman.com to learn about that. So what is coming up on the next video for the second half of October? We're going to have a full moon in Taurus. The sun is into Scorpio. Mars is going to conjoin Jupiter, as is Venus. That's that triple conjunction I was talking about. We're going to have a new T-square involving Uranus and Pluto, Mercury, the third player. Venus aspects 4 outer planets. Mars aspects 2 slower planets. Pluto squares Juno, and there's even more beyond that. Let's just say very intense second half of October. And guess what? As always, I will be here giving you the best use of all those astrological energies. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to my Benjamin Bernstein YouTube channel to be notified when I post new videos. And if you like this video, please share it. This free video forecast is a partner project with iTunes' #1 astrology audio podcast, This Week in Astrology. That's also free. You can get my semi-monthly astrology forecast in writing by subscribing to my free email newsletter at astroshaman.com. Once you're there, you can also link to my Facebook page where I post daily forecasts. And by the way, if you subscribe to my email newsletter, every month I give away a free session to one of the readers. And as long as you're a subscriber, you're eligible to win. My personal services include astrology, shamanic healing, and awakening activation. All are equally effective in person or long distance. My guarantee makes my services risk-free. If you don't feel that your experience was helpful, there's no charge. I also offer other great products and services, many of which are free. To learn more, visit astroshaman.com. Thanks again for watching. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.